Right, it's Steve Bright. We're back again with the Squier Jaguar bass short scale that we've already begun. We've done a little bit of modification on. We changed the knobs, we changed the strings, we changed the string holder down, we changed the strap buttons. We attempted last time to get rid of the chrome and go to black, and I got the wrong size tuners. So now I've got new tuners that are the correct size. We're definitely going to change the tuners to black. I'm thinking about also putting a thumb guard or a thumb rest on the guitar also. And I thought about doing a couple of ashtray covers, but this one really doesn't work well at all. And then the big one on the bottom may work out okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet or not. I'm still kind of thinking it over. I don't know. And I'm not sure about the thumb rest. I'm thinking that over too. But we've already done the fretboard with some nice inlays. I think they look pretty good. And we're definitely going to change those tuners to black after my last error. So we'll be back in a minute. We'll make some decisions and get started. We're back again. Okay, so the first thing we did, before I put any covers or any of that other stuff on, I checked the intonation with my tuner. And intonation is good, so that's good. So I can cover these and be comfortable that the strings are in a good position. And the next thing we're going to do is take the strings off, and we're going to replace the tuners up top here. So that's our first order of business this evening. And I am going to put the covers on, I think both. Let's see how well this will fit. What if you move you down here for a minute? See, this is going to go here. It's touching, just barely touching. I don't know. This sticks over the end, so it'll be coming off over the pickguard into the body on this side and into the pickguard on the other side. I don't know if I like that idea. I don't know if I like the idea. I like the look. I kind of do like the look. And then if we put the ashtray down the bottom, that'll cover that one. And that looks pretty good too. Get up close like that. That'll be pretty good, I think. I really do think it's cute. I'm gonna line it up there. Line this up. Gotta figure out if it's okay with touching the pickups. Pickups are okay. The strings aren't hitting anywhere. So it should be fine. So I think we're going to do that. And then we're going to put two fingerboards, not somewhere else. Fingerboards, yeah, right. Very close. Very close. All right, so let's take these out. Oh, the other one go over there. Okay, so let's take that out. I'll show you how this is going to kind of sort of set up. I think I'll put one there and one there. You know, at a little bit of an angle. You know, I could even incorporate it into that pickguard, but I don't think so. I put these up here. I don't know. What do we think? Everybody vote. Don't all do it at one time. I don't know. I got very mixed feelings about getting into this. I could incorporate that into the pickguard screw and then put the other one opposite it on this side and line them up. It'll be overhanging a bit on the pickguard. Is that something that we want to do? Maybe. Just maybe. Be a little different. Hell, everything I do is different. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just an amateur playing the game here. Pretending. Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender. And we'll mark it with a pen. We'll clean up the other cover. I polished this one. That come out pretty good. the ashtray. Got to polish this one. Hit it with some wax and see how that goes. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we still got to do the tunas, and that's something we're definitely going to do. So the first thing we've got to do that is take the strings down, and then we'll get into that whole mess. So hold on. The dog's going to bed. So we're going to take these down. Harley's done for the night. Nice thing about these is it'll be easy to put the strings back in. It's a good thing about working with a bass. It makes it simpler. Take these all the way out. Pretty exciting watching strings unwind, huh? We'll get the last one loose as a goose, as they say in the trade. Okay, so those are loose. We'll take the strings out. We're not going to go anywhere with them. We're just going to disconnect this end, and we're finished. We'll put them right back in again into the new black tunas. Okay, so here's the black ones, and these should fit just fine because we already checked them out. So now we're going to flip this over. And we'll get a screwdriver going, take all these screws out, and then we'll replace these. Now these are the same size and they should fit just fine. We have the collars in on the other side. Let's take the top one off, which was our problem child on the first one. Those Wilkinsons that were just too big. I didn't read the ad on eBay. It wasn't the guy who sold them's fault. It was me, my failure to do due diligence in reading these stupid ads. Not stupid. I was stupid for not reading the ad fully and understanding what I was getting into. So that was that. So there's the first tuna out easy. No problem there, because they've already been out once. Let's line up. See if we've got to get it into any grief with putting the screws in. Yeah, they look like they're lining up pretty well. I know some of you out there are going to be saying, what are you doing with a power screwdriver? Actually, I'm just being careful. And it's very quick to do it this way. Not be spending hours turning by hand. I'll tighten them up by hand. I'm just laying them down to get them in quick. Holy cow. It's been raining here all day. I have solar panels on the roof, and they shed snow. something fierce. And I just heard another ton of stuff drop off the roof. Sounds a little scary in the beginning if you're not used to it. But I have gotten used to it. Well, this is a lighted screwdriver. I forgot. Turn the light on and see. So that tightens that one down. Now these are China made. I don't expect these to be great tunas, but this is not a great bass. All I'm going for here is the look. I want the black. Let me flip this over and I'll show you what we're looking at. Okay, so we pick that up carefully. Now you can see what it's like with the black tunas instead of the chrome. There's black, the collars are already in place. So now we're dumping the chrome and we're going with black. So we'll flip this over. We'll take the rest of these tunas off and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so now the tunas are all in. You can see how they fit good. After my error with buying the wrong ones, now I got the right ones. and they're black, and that's the way it should look, because that's the way I want it to look, because it's my guitar. So the next thing we'll do is we'll put the strings all back on, and then we'll start working on the other end. All right, so now the tuners are all in. This is all fixed up. They fit good. They work. A little tough because they're cheap. They're China made. Cheap. They turn hard, but they tune, which is what a tuner is supposed to do. So if it'll tune and it's economical, that's still okay. The next thing we're going to do is move down the other end of the bass again. And we got the ashtray covers I'm going to put on. I decided I'm finally going to do that all. I'm going to put them both on. I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to line it up. It's going to hang over the edge just a little bit of the pickguard, which is a little bit bothersome, but it'll be all right. And then I'm going to put 2 thumb rests on, one on each side, maybe with a little bit of angle. I may put this one in on this side using the screw hole for the pickguard and have that as a placement place, although that'll screw up here. So maybe I should put that on first and see if that'll work, and then run the pick cover, the cover up to it. So I think we'll try that first. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take this pickguard screw out and see how that's going to line up with the thumb hole, and everything else will kind of cascade off of that event. So let's take this one out while we're all here in class. I'll move you guys around the end. You see what we're doing? Maybe we'll zoom a little, just a little. We'll take this out. I'll have to get a longer screw. We may see if this will just line up and go in there. I'll see how this will line up when it goes in there. It's going to be a little different, but it ain't bad. It's going to stick out a little bit on that side. I'm just going to tighten this one down to get an idea about how it's going to place. It's going to go there, and then we'll hit that with some black marker. Afterwards, we'll have to drill out a hole to do that, and then we're going to have to drill a hole for the other one. And then we'll line this up on that, that way. And like I said, it's going to stick over the end of the pickguard. Let's see if we can mark it out here. That's where the hole is going to go, so we'll pre-drill that. We'll be back in a minute, because I want to clean this up too. I want to polish this so it's shiny like the other one. Back here. So what I'm doing is hitting this with the wax, the finish wax, the Squier's quick wax. I use this to clean the bodies. I learned that from my guy up in Canada, Dave. Dave's World of Fun Stuff. If you work on guitars and you like guitars, he's an awful good guy to learn from. He's a Canadian guy who's a bass player, and he's become a luthier, if you will. I think he's in the entertainment business too. I think that's what his real job is, besides that stuff. So we'll be right back in a second. I got to get a drill set up. Okay, so we've hit the point of no return here. Once we drill this hole, we're into this. So we're going to drill a pilot hole first. There's one. Now we got to get a pickguard screw, which is these small black ones. We'll see how this is going to go here, just for the heck of it. That one's going to sit right there. And these are the black pickguard screws that came with this thing. So it's going to sit on top of the pick guard. Now we just got to get this straight so it lines up on the other side as well. We'll have that sit still, and we'll drill another hole on this side, right through the pick guard. I hope there's meat under there, because if there ain't, then we're really in trouble. I don't know what I'm into. Blow that away like dirt. We'll see how this idea is actually going to work in reality. If it doesn't, I'm going to have an extra pickguard screw in the guitar. Okay, that's tight. And it seems to be holding pretty good. And that one's tight. So then we've got to go back to the bottom here and get a little bit more serious about this end. And we'll make another pilot hole. How's the viewing area? Not bad. So we're going to do this one now. Let me see if I can feel where we are. Because I want to be about in the middle there. And I want to be off of that metal thing so I can get that out. So let's do this. And we'll make a mark here. We'll make a mark there. And we'll drill pilot holes. And then just put the screws into the pilot holes. How do these things line up? Pretty good? Looks like it's pretty good. Just eyeballing it. I don't have a straight edge. Yes, I do. I've got a pencil. Put the pencil across and see how the holes line up. This one's a little back, a little further, so maybe I'll drill that a little bit in front. Right in there. Now this one I'm going to drill a little bit more forward from where the hole is. These are just about the same length as a pickguard screw. Pretty good. I'm just going to start this one and then start the other side and see if I can get it lined up the way I want it to be. So it's not sitting on top of that chrome piece. Let's line it up perfect. Alright, so we'll tighten these guys down. Tighten this guy down. And like I said, I did check the intonation, because that's got to be adjusted underneath here in the string option. All that's already done, so that's a nice clean getaway for there. Now we've got to think about these guys. Now we're back to the thumb rests. So let's come back out again and put that here. I think we'll leave that one right there, like that. And then we'll put the other one on that side like that. They'll be like partners in crime. So let's get our drill bit back. Leave it almost straight. And try to get this right in the middle. That's that one. So let's take and place this other screw. Oh, we've got that one there. So that's that. Now we got to get the drill bit back again. And we'll line this up to be in a similar position. Try to make it look balanced, like we kind of did this on purpose. This one we have the advantage of being able to load it up first and get it directly into the screw hole, except we need a drill bit to do that. I'm drilling it with an air hammer. So let's line this up with the hole. And we'll put the drill on forward. Put a little pressure. And then once we get it snug, we can line it up to where we want it to be and then drill the next hole. I think we'll do that a little bit further out. So now we're going to try to drill that dead center in this hole. How's the view? Here's the view from the rafters. Bring this up a little bit. We'll do our best to be in the middle there. Okay, that's that. Let's turn on the screwdriver. And then this one we're going to run right down that hole. Okay, let's take that out. And we'll tighten these down by hand, just to make sure they're good and snug. And lay them in there. So that's that. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to do. Now we need to clean up a little bit. We'll hit them with some wax. Try to get all the fingerprints off. And make this shine up nice and pretty again. Because it's a very cute guitar. It's a really nice looking bass, I think. Especially with the black strings and stuff. the flat wounds. And with the black knobs we've replaced. So all this makeover for this bass is done now. We did the inlays, we did the thumb rests, we did the ashtrays, we did the strap covers, the strap holders to black. We changed the string tree up here to a black one. We changed the tuners to our black tuners. Pretty nice. Now we'll tune it up and see how it tunes. So stick around for this one. We'll see what happens. D, we're going for E. D sharp. Oh, you can't see. You can't see anything. Let's try this. E, right on the money. All right, so anyway, I'll finish tuning it up and we'll give it a play. Okay, so the Squier is done. This is a Squier Jaguar short scale bass. We just tuned up. All right, this is a nice little piece. What we've done is we changed over to black on the knobs. We did the inlays. We changed the tuners to black. We put a thumb rest and a thumb pull, finger pull. We put ashtray covers on. Oh, and we put the new tape wound strings on. That it plays well. I don't know the first thing about playing a bass. I'm going to learn though. I've decided I'm going to try to pick this up. The bass amp is pretty cool. It's got some built-in effects to it and stuff. I like that pretty good. And so that's the end of that. That's a Rumbler 25 amp, by the way. But that's the Squier Jaguar bass. Cute, huh? Nice and black. Nice. Thanks for listening.